what I'm here for is the competition. I love the guys, and I've been doing this for more than 50 years. Last year they gave a couple of years. How long ago did they give me? Anyway, look, a couple of years ago they did a big story on me for having done it for 50 years, which is a long, long time. I've had this actual car I built this in about 82, I think, so it's 40 years old, and it's still quite successful. And I used to do some drag racing, and my missus didn't like that much. So I said, well, the Park Orchards trial, which is this one, the other one, was on. And I said, well, go to that, just have a look. So I went and had a look, so a few guys there, and they told me about the cars, and I said, well, I'll build one of those because somebody's given me a combi van, and I see you can have rear engine cars, which they didn't like at the time, and it was quite successful. I just got a combi van, a whole combi van, and cut it down to the chassis and shortened it by 18 inches, and knocked the bump stops off and stuff like that. So then I only had that for a year, and then I built one the year after, and there was a wheel beater. I was, won. I think I won. There was 8 trials, and I won 4 and got second in 4 of them too. So it's pretty good. And so I had that for 6 years. Won the championship 6 times in it, and then I built this one, and I won the first trial by 40 points. So it was good. And then 50 years later, Greg bought a car that was. They made him change to flat tyres, made him into flat tyres. So that you can drive a car with flat tyres, which gives you an enormous traction advantage. And that blue thing there, that was, I beat that for 25 years in a row, and then all of a sudden we got a new driver, and he's unbeatable because he can drive it. Poor old Jeff, he did the right thing. It's got a lot of tick in that car, and he did the right thing, built a good car, and it's a competitive car. So I'm buggered now.
Thank you very much. Hey, who won the competition last year?
Me.
When you don't drive, you never
Originally, when they had mostly Austin 7s and Ford 10 specials, they were good because they got the torque reaction in the rear end. And they used to have knobby tyres. They could put grasshoppers tyres just like that.
So what did they change to?
Well, they changed them because they dug holes. You go back to a property and you had foot-deep ruts and wrecked all the properties. And so they changed them to got to be road tyres.
Right.
So at the time, Michelin's were the best, and they probably still are, but they don't make that pattern anymore. So in the end, they had these road tyres. I've never had anything but road tyres on it because I joined in '73, and you had to have road tyres. So we always had Michelin's. No, good O. But after, and then I came along and I beat everyone because I was the first person to have a rear engine car that was any good. Harry Firth got rear engine cars introduced.
Well, my question to you, just watching these cars going around now,
Yep.
it seems to be at that one point they all failed.
Yep.
Is it almost impople? Is it possible? Is it possible for someone with these tyres to get
that
up
little bit there where he got 8, none of he's got up there yet, and you get 8 or 9. I only got 8 because I drove. You can have your choice of gears. Because I was first, I basically idled up that first bit in first, and then I put it into second and go the other bit because I could sort of make it up there. Well, I put it into third actually because you got to have enough torque to be able to call third. Unfortunately, it missed a bit, but it still got up there, which is okay. And so after like 15 years, they changed the rules. So the rear engine cars had to have. I was the first with a rear engine car that was any good. Harry was the first person to actually get a clean sheet, but he didn't really get a clean sheet because he lost 10 points for being late. And there's only been 2 other people to get clean sheets. In other words, don't lose a point for the whole day. And Dale Shaw, who's the namesake of this trial, got 1, and I've got 2. So but it's only I've been doing it for 50 years. So it's anyway, after a while, the front engine cars got the shits because they weren't winning, and so they changed the rules so you could have flat tyres in a front engine car. And there was various permutations to hold those tyres on flat, and they've got clamps and all sorts of things. Screwed the tyres on all sorts of things to make them competitive. And after a while, they still didn't do much good. But flat tyres are a big advantage if you've got the right driver.
Right.
That car that Greg's driving, that was owned by Jeff Taylor, and he's got a lot of tech in that, with the back end and all that sort of stuff. He's got reduction gears like this car, and he's got 3-to-1 chains on it, so you can use a front engine configuration and with an extra diff in it. So instead of having 4-to-1 diff, you finish up with a 16-to-1 or 60-to-1 first gear.
Right.
So you can just crawl up anything, really. You got to pick the right gear, and after a while you got to know what gear to use. So that's the difference with those things. And so, I still beat that car for 25 years, and then Greg got hold of it. So now he's sort of, unstoppable, really.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's all right.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.